You ever start to do something and think that's probably not the best idea, but it's an idea. Went to the Harbor Freight, picked us up one of these little 1,000-pound roll carts, lifting table. And I want to lift the engine up off the jack stands and stick the table underneath it so we can get up where we can work on it and then, you know, do the swap-a-roo. And I think the best way to do that is use what we have, a couple ratchet straps and a hoist. So, well, stand by. We'll see. Whoa. Well, it seemed like it worked, and it didn't hit the floor, so that's good. I was afraid with the straps not being perfectly straight up that when we lifted it up, it would have a tendency to move forward. And that's why I put the stand under it initially. So anyhow, I think this is gonna help us. So let's get after it. If you do get one of these at the Harbor Freight, they're kind of silly because the only way they handle tips is one way or another here. It tips forward, which is useless except for storage. If you want it to tip back, you gotta take these pins out and while they're out in the hole so you can pick the handle up. They should make it like that from the beginning, but they probably don't think people are gonna do stupid stuff with it, I guess. All right, well, it's time to keep on keeping on now. I don't know if the table's gonna help us or hinder us. All I know is I don't feel good. I've been progressively getting sicker as this time goes on here. Maybe I'm allergic to work. So we're gonna take the starter out because we need to get to the torque converter bolts. And we're also gonna take this engine mount off. Right, is this one we need? Yeah, this one. There's a ground wire behind it. That's why I pulled it off the used one. Here, we'll just take this here. Put this on the other engine. And I've got this strap of safety on there. Let's have a look-see in here. Got the bar we can spin this thing over. I'll let you guys see in a minute. Okay. I know the light's extra bright, but I guess we don't need the light now. It's probably better for you guys to no light. I don't know. Light, no light. You let me know. What is that, 18 maybe? 18. Yes, ma'am. swivel link. 18 swivel socket. That's the Astro. That's the pinless swivels. I've had these a while now. And they're pretty dang good. Haven't broke one yet. Whoa. Feels like they got Loctite on them. Yes sir, they sure do. So there's that. We'll keep going around town here. Also, we don't want to tip the whole unit off. There's that one. How many there is? Probably 3. Come up on some compression now. There's another one. Is that all of them? Yep, that's all of them. Torque converter's free now. Okay, what else do we need to salvage off the engine? We need the caddy. Should be one in here somewhere. Guess I didn't need to put them on, did I? There's a bracket down here, a couple brackets. Let's see. 13s. One there, one down here. Yes, sir. All right. Alright, and I think this heat shield also, yes. That heat shield's probably missing off the old engine because I see you got to take it off to get to the bell housing bolts. That's why it's gone off the scrapyard one. Okie dokie. We'll leave the oil filter. We'll get a new one. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would never think about reusing it. So this is the oil pressure control solenoid. Kind of a silly design GM came up with. On the trucks, they put it inside the block, so you got to tear the whole engine apart. Anyhow, probably should have been smart about this, but we're not in the right frame of mind today. If there's bell housing bolts underneath, it's going to be kind of a pisser to get to them. But let's see what we can do to get the tranny off it without tipping the whole thing over here. Just making sure the bolts are the same here before we get too carried away. Yeah, so those are all the same. Bracket goes by the starter, and that's the last of the bolts that are the same. The only oddballs are across the top of the bell housing and then this guy down here. I'm gonna make myself some notes. And by make notes, I mean do this. Take yourself some pictures. There's the bolt there. The odd duct that lives there. I'll take a picture of this one before I take it out. That's that little guy. Goes there. Everything else is the same. So then we put our camera down and keep ripping and tearing. How many people are thinking right now I'm going to take all the bolts out and it's going to hit the floor? That'd be fun to see. But I'm not gonna. Alright, now we gotta come up with a plan. Oh, I better record it in case it goes horribly wrong. could possibly go wrong? A lot of things. Engine hits the floor, not that big a deal. Training, we need to save that. And this is what we don't know. We don't know what it's gonna do. I know the engine has a tendency to want to sit forward. So what we'll do is we'll move safety strap. We'll leave that one. We'll put a ratchet strap on the back to hold the back of the engine onto the cart. You know what I mean? We could put a block of wood on the front, but this way we don't need the exact size block of wood. We'll just come around here, throw a strap around it on the back half. It's best if you get 4 or 5 twists in your ratchet strap here. That'll keep the front from tipping forward. Want to close that gap on the transmission a little bit. It's not really working for me, is it? Feels a little better. Let's just take the bolts out now. I don't think she's going anywhere. Truth be told, we should be doing this closer to the ground so it has less distance to fall. We're gonna take our chance here a little bit. Go like that. What we should have done is bought 2 Harbor Freight tables. Now we'll let this down to the ground. We'll swap our engine over, put it back on here about like it is. We gotta leave it offset so the Cadillac converter doesn't hit. And then we put our training meter up to that one and we'll be good to go. All right? So this engine's missing a dowel pin. Both dowel pins stayed in the old engine. So I knocked one of them out here. We'll just stick that in here. Alright, so there's that one, and that one will clean up the bell housing here a little bit. Looks like they did some hammering on that thing. Well, she's pretty clean up at the top. I guess that's good. Flywheel looks the same, or the flex plate, I guess. Alright, now it's time to reunite this transmission with its new mate. We'll get them kind of close here. See if they want to be friends. Got some stuff that's going to be on the way. I'll give her a little slip and slide. Let me go get Mrs. O to run the jack there for us. Step over a pile of parts. We need you.
You do?
I do.
What's this you got out here?
That's that new table you bought me. Appreciate it. It makes things way sketchier. Thank you very much. That's all right. I need you to run the unit here. Now remember, this thing goes down kind of quick.
It's way sketchier and I'm out here to help you.
Yes, ma'am. So you just barely, like kissing a baby, okay? Just kiss that thing, and then this, of course, is the upper. That's the upper. You remember that. It's not sketchy now. It was a minute ago. I'm not even sure if we need you, but we might. Okay. I just wanted the second person out here.
To die with you?
Mostly moral support.
To cry with you?
Yeah. Okay, Mrs. O. Tell you what, I need to block this up a little bit here in the back. Let me go get something. That you, Rhoda. We'll lock that up a little bit. This is real sketchy now we're tipping. Let your jack down a little there for me, would you, old girl? It's not as fast as you think, just be gentle. Are you squeezing it?
I'm working on it. I don't want it to fall.
Oh, it won't fall. I got the safety strap on it.
Well, how far do you have to squeeze?
I don't know, keep squeezing.
I'm going slow. Oh, there it goes.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, that's good. You're doing good, old girl. Oh, yeah. I think this would be easy to do outside the car. I could put them in easier inside the car. Well, let's see. There, Miss O, I think we're getting closer. Trying to make them mate here. They don't even know each other that well yet. You know what I mean?
For life?
Mating for life? Well, this guy thought he was mated for life, but then he's not. But his other mate just died. Wow, I didn't think of this, you ding dong. It's a little bit crooked this way. How about this? We're gonna release the strap of safety.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's not bad, trust me. Woo! A little worse than I thought, though. That gives us some wiggle. Make sure these blocks. I got safety blocks in the
What
front.
am I supposed to do if they move?
If it moves, run. Okay? That's about all I can tell you. Just get out of the way. So that side we're good on. Yeah, baby.
I need a shim.
Yeah, I need to come tighten down the strap of safety.
Where?
Over on this side. The blue one.
On this side?
Yep, ratchet straps right there. Tighten her up there, old girl. There you go, that's good. That keeps us a little better. Now we gotta keep our clamp hands on there. Well, these were a lot more exposed before I had all this wiring crap on.
Do you want me to do something?
No, stand there and look beautiful. Done. Good job. Well, we'll stick that one there. Get one of the non-oddball ones that comes in from this side. Don't draw your transmission up with the bolts, of course. I'm putting a bolt in it for safety right now.
It's a safety bolt.
Safety bolt, yeah, and then we'll put it in all the way. We'll make sure, can see, pop it off that dowel there and everything.
It still smells like a cigar or something. Like an old man who smokes cigars.
That's Chinesium one. Mrs. O was commenting about the stink coming off the Harbor Freight. Great there. Okay, we're close. I told you not to draw it up, so I can't do it in front of you. So, see what I'm saying? As long as it has the ability to go in, you just don't want to force it. Right?
No, never want to force it.
Twice the time, half the pressure. That's what I always tell people.
Oh God.
Twice the slow, half the pressure. I tell them you taught me that.
Oh, nice.
They don't know what I'm talking about.
They do now.
Only because you're giggling. I need a swivelly. Get a swivel socket, we're almost done. Okay, that was on a one other. Alright, Miss O.
Now what?
Jack it up, baby. It should be safe. Till it's not. Oh, this transmission is just barely on that sucker. We need to move the motor head. That's good, old girl. That's good.
Now what?
Well, answer the phone, I guess. So we need to scooch it ahead a little. I put some more bolts in it. I didn't tighten them up yet. But we're gonna do this on the floor, or closer to the floor, in case it becomes on the floor. Stand back.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa, she's a little jerky there. Okay. I don't know if we can wiggle this thing or not.
What are you doing?
The whole thing.
Why?
Because it's barely on the back there.
What do you want it to be?
I want it to be forward a little bit more.
Weird.
If we can.
What do you want me to do?
I don't even really know. You gotta walk the dog, I call it. Walking the dog.
Better?
Yeah, now we're in. Good job.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's not hooked. I don't know if that matters.
That's right. It ain't going nowhere now. You
You're
don't
gonna-
even need the safety box.
You're not gonna do anything with that strap. That looks not good.
That's pretty good.
No, it's not.
That's way better than most stuff I do.
I wouldn't want my engine rocking like that.
It's alright. Sick.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, just take it back.
You're confident.
Sick.
You're sick.
Yes.
But not confident?
No. I guess I kind of put the cart ahead of the horse with this thing. So we'll pop this back off. For a couple reasons. I got to put the little vent tube on the back of the cylinder head. And I can get to the upper bell housing bolts. Okay. So this little guy goes way up under here. Under the harness. Behind the hose. And there's a hole in the cylinder block there, a threaded hole. That clicks into. And then we got some bell housing bolts here. One there and one under this hose. We'll get the underguard down there. You're gonna want setting number 3 for this one. So there's that. There's the little guys. Of course, you got your harness that runs down through here. Can you guys see that? You can't, can you? No, trust me, there's a wired harness. And there's that one, and that one, and that one. And then we've got this wiring harness right here. We gotta click that in there. This is for our rear O2 sensor. I don't think there was much across the back of this thing. Make sure to tighten the bell housing bolts. And then get in here with this guy. There's that one, and I think that's all of them. We already went around and did the other side. And this one here, I remember when we took this one apart, I had to bend this little metal tab down to get the thing off. So we'll bend that tab back up. And I believe this one slipped on from back to front. Let's see here. Yes, sir. So that clicks on. So that's good. That clips in, that clips in. I remember this little white lock here. That was kind of a weird looking deal. So that went down like that. And then that clicked on like that. And that locks the transmission connector in. And those are locked in. I think that was it. Everything was good here. Starter, intake, converter. Put that black cover back on. I guess we can probably address this before it becomes an issue. I see it's not down on that tube all the way. This isn't a clamp that we had previously released. I don't know if we're gonna have to use a pick there. Probably been that way since day one. There we go. We'll realign their paint marks. Or it was in all the way at day one, and then the first heat cycle it ever had, it pushed out or something. Let's see here. Oh, the hose is loose. We'll get her down here. There, at least it's on all the way now. Well, I had some company stop by, so you didn't see some things. I tightened up or installed the torque converter bolts, and I put the starter in. I put the converter on. I think that was all I did. Oh, and I put the rear transmission mount back on, but I was just visiting with some friends. With that being said, I'm a little concerned. barring this engine over, it turns over really, really easy. I don't know what that means, but the old engine turned over a heck of a lot harder. So we're gonna reuse the gasket here on the front of this intake, or this plenum rather. It still sticks out way past the edge, and typically these are quite reusable. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this junk off here. Let's see here. We're almost back to where we started, folks. Gotta get that up under that harness. Gotta be getting close anyways. One bolt there. One bolt there. There's that. One more in there. See, we're missing the clip off this thing. See, it took off the other engine. I don't know, maybe it broke when we were taking it apart, but there. So I think that's everything, folks. We've got the harness all just kind of re-zip tied out of our way. This must be for like the mass airflow, humidity. I left this one unhooked because we've got to put the heat shield on. I don't believe I've missed anything. Of course, that's for the brake booster. Our O2 sensor's reattached. I don't believe I've missed anything. I'll worry about changing the oil in the filter once we get it up inside the car. And it's kind of safe. Of course, this is all the crap we got to hook back up in the car. The only thing I don't remember, or that I'm kind of drawing a blank on here, is I don't remember where this clip goes. It must go on the body somewhere once we put the car in. And then there's also this clip here, which I thought was kind of odd. It's marked like that. And this harness is exactly where it needs to be because we never pulled that zip tie or that Christmas tree fastener out. And this is just how this harness lays through here. Let's look back through some footage. I'll make sure I didn't screw this up. I don't think so because it's just how everything lays. I mean, it can't really only go but where it was. Of course, we left that one in that bracket, so that harness laid just like that. We do some pondering here, but everything else went back on how it belongs. I found it. There was a hole up in the motor mount there. So there, I guess that's it. It just made this wire look like it was tight, but I guess it's not. But I mean, that's how that one ran anyways. So, okay, I guess that's it. This is the only one that's questionable as to where that went. That's my only hot duck, I'm gonna assume, because this is on the harness that runs along the frame, that it must go in there. And that one went in there. Okay, now we've got, I like to be able to put stuff back exactly how it was. And that's for air suspension, or for our air suspension for our motor mounts. Okay, we're ready to put this thing back in. It's late, it's going after 6. I had to help Miss O take care of some stuff, and frankly, I'm done. I don't feel good. I do feel good, however, that we've got it ready to go back in. I just got to take the core engine, I'll drag that back over to Josh's side, and the box of junk there. We'll save that till we're done in case we need, you know, connector or pin or something. You never know. Those harnesses are pretty handy to save if you got a place you can stash them without being too big a deal. And then, of course, we won't send the core back till the customer picks it up, I guess. So I don't feel good. I want to go home. Lost track of time today. Didn't really feel like working anyways, but anyhow, we'll see you guys on the next caddy video.